Just for clarity, whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Gold diggers don't come around, they don't survive my radius. I keep it too real for real, and that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. Whole club selling out of here to doing stadiums. Small business don't come around, they don't survive my radius. All I talk about, and that's what really made me rich. Hustling, that's what made me rich. That's what made me rich. The whole.
It's week 9 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see Derek Carr. Solid performance a week ago, throwing for 3 touchdowns. It's the Saints and the Bears, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center. After 9 seasons as a Raider, Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform instead of black and silver. It's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
On play action, now Carr. Finding Johnson on the out route, that's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So here come the Bears to take over on offense behind their 3rd-year quarterback, former Ohio State Buckeye Charles Justin Fields.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
They run again with Hunt. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. And you look at this Saints defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And here's Trenton Gill now. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And that will force a turnover on downs.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team saying, watch the fake. But Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it. And they were ready for it and stopped it.
So players shake it up. We'll get a stoppage here. And that's Alvin Kamara, the one who's going to receive some attention. Hopefully he's okay. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Carr. It's caught. Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
And the coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Two yards still to go. 3rd down now. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
York able to send this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Now they come into this one with an 0-8 record. The playoffs obviously out the window weeks ago. For now, their season boils down really to one question. How do we come up with that first win?
It's a great question, and I do think that they'll get it because they've been close a few times. But in order to get it done, morale has to stay high, so a lot of that goes on the coaching staff. You know, easy to coach when you're 7-1. That's a piece of cake. But with their record right now, how do they manage to keep these guys going in the right direction? And they're going to need some help from some of those veterans in the locker room as well.
On play action, Fields. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Bears at 0-8 now on the year. And you'd like to say, let's put the first half behind us and start over, but it's likely not going to be that easy.
It never is it? Because a lot of people say, look forward, let's go ahead and start rebuilding, let's think about the draft and free agency. But you have a bunch of people in that locker room that are saying, don't give up on us now. We still have our pride, and we still have a chance to win some games.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
They talk about built to run the football, whether you're calling it on design running plays or him breaking out into the open field after trying to pass the football. Justin Fields knows where the end zone is. 8 rushing touchdowns last season. Only Jalen Hurts had more.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Carr. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. After 7-3 the score. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. As they've got it as we resume action. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Fields on first down. Forced out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. Now Fields. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. Well, the crowd doesn't doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Kareem Hunt. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to add on to that lead. Now the point after try for Santos. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On third down, here's Williams. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Now Andy Lee will come on to punt this one away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Bears take over. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. So far, been so good this season. Well on his way, as you see, to a 1,000-yard campaign. Is he almost having the type of year to where you say, let's let him get his and we'll control everything else?
That's one way to go about it. Personally, I go about it differently. I'm taking on the bully. I've got to, because he gives his team an identity and confidence. And if we slow him down, now guess what? Everyone starts looking at each other like, who's going to make a play? Because he's made all the plays so far. So I have to go get him first. Build my defenses towards shutting him down.
Good luck. I mean, not many teams have been able to do it. We'll see. Isaiah Foskey there on the tackle. From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Hunt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Moore, the man in motion. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now Fields going to move them around. Foreman's going to get it again on second down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Here we go. Here is 3rd down and 4. To throw is Fields. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
4th down, so they send out Trenton Gill. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10. Right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Thomas has got it, complete. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Carr to throw. He's got Thomas yet again, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Carr completes it. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr now to throw. This one swung out to Williams.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. leave him with a second and just a few inches left. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that.
And he's going to go down, sacked right around the 17. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
And that's something we didn't see very often when Tremaine Edmonds was in Buffalo, him rushing the quarterback. He's been a tackling machine throughout his career, but maybe the Bears get him a little more involved in the pass rush, as we just saw there.
Throwing his car on third down. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. York able to send this one through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, all right, Brandon. Thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's
past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. It's no secret they have been struggling big time. They've gone 2 months without a win, 8 straight losses. But right now they do have the lead. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Now a handoff. Hunt's going to run left. And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the counter, Hunt. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll start with great field position.